Hey guys, welcome, and today I'm taking a look at Crystar, the Crystal Warrior. Okay, so this is a funny one because everybody thought this property was owned by Galoob, and guess what? It was owned by Marvel the whole time. That was one of those that caught me off guard. Anyway, you got comic art, Breath of the Wave, da-da-da. I was gonna pass on this guy. I saw a lot of people getting very nostalgic when he was announced. I do remember the line. I never collected it. It's not that I had anything against it. It's just, it just didn't appear in the stores where I was at. So, I just didn't, and it didn't resonate with me either, to be perfectly honest. So I didn't look for it when I was on trips or anything. It was just kind of there. Nifty idea, but not enough to get me to want to buy it. That's basically been my view of the whole time. There is a bit of novelty to this, so that's kind of why I caved now and bought him. I did wait a while because, well, I don't know, I just had to convince myself. That's it, really. I just had to convince myself. I finally convinced myself, and then I put him in the cart and had him shipped. So without further ado, let's get Crystar out of the plastic prison and see what he's all about. Here is Crystar, free from plastic, and it looks pretty good. I mean, translucent figures have a certain novelty to them. I know people who collect almost exclusively translucent figures, so that's kind of funny. He's got his crystal sword, crystal shield, and 2 grippy hands that he's going to need for his weapons. He's got this open hand, no idea why. He's got this fist, no idea why. And I mean, he does look the part, right? He looks like a crystal warrior. Of course, if you start to apply logic, how can a guy be made of crystal? Yeah. It's one of those things that falls apart pretty quickly if you really start trying to apply logic to it, but hell, it's a toy. Only us old men really talk about this. So, let me see here. I'm just seeing if yes, he is pinless. Wow, okay. That's cool. He is totally pinless. Wasn't expecting that. But with the translucent nature, I guess that makes sense. So yeah, I'm kind of glad I got this one. He's not smooth like I expected. I mean, this looks like all new stuff, and it's got crystal shapes to it. Really cool. Really cool. I do like it. Like it a lot. So I have to say, I mean, I really had not paid much attention to this. I got it on a whim. And, I try not to dig into nostalgia, but, there's no nostalgia with me for Crystar because I never bought anything from that toy line. Again, it was about, supply. And after a while, I just gave up on it. I mean, I wasn't that interested in it anyway. I think I read the first issue of the comic, and I was just kind of like, eh. It never resonated with me. And I'm kind of glad I never got anything, because getting this, it's like, oh, this is kind of cool now. Rather than, just the same old, oh, look, gotta feed my nostalgia bug. To me, this is kind of new even. Because, again, the toys were never available where I lived. I mean, it was weird. It was just this funky time in toy collecting. When Crystar came out, it was like some lines never saw the light of day where I live. Some saw the light of day for about 15 minutes. I mean, it was like, I know we only got one shipment each of the Superpowers line. I know that because I actively sought those out, and I only got, a couple. I'm trying to think of another one when I was a kid that didn't get a wide release where I live. That one's Crystar is another one. GoBots were scarce, whereas, you know, Transformers were everywhere. It's weird. It was always very weird. I never really understood it. I never really understood the how the supply chain worked around here. I mean, it works pretty much the same now as it does for everywhere else, but I mean, when I was a kid though, it was weird. You would see entire toy lines never appear. And I could sit here and name toy lines all day that just, I mean, keeping in mind, you know, it was a mile a minute in the 80s with toy lines. I mean, it was just toy line this, toy line that, toy line this. I mean, we had dozens upon dozens of toy lines, so it's understandable that you know, that some are gonna get tossed out. And I mean, in some ways that's good, in some ways that's bad, because, you know, you missed out on some stuff, and that was a shame. But I do dig Crystar. I like this. I mean, even if I have no attachment to the original toy line, I mean, I can use this guy in some way or another, right? I mean, he's pretty cool. You know, while I know who Crystar is, it's not like I have to hold him down into the narrow view of the 4-issue comic series. I think it was a 4-issue series. I might be wrong. Or anything like that. I can do what I want with this character. I mean, it's your imagination. You can go anywhere. So I do dig that. I mean, I could have him hanging out with Conan and they could be buddies. That might be what he does. You never know. I like Crystar a lot, though. I mean, I think I prefer him in this form than in the previous form, and I'm trying to remember what the scale was. Because again, I never saw those in the stores. I've seen them in shows, and I never really looked closely to see what the scale is on the original figures. Wow, and I just realized that. I never paid attention to what the scale is on the original Crystar figures. It's funny. It's just something I never thought about. Weird, huh? Yeah, now I feel funny about that. I'm gonna have to check that out after get done with this video. That I really honestly don't know what the scale of the Crystar figures is. Wow. Huh. That's just not good. Not good at all. What am I? I'm a toy collector and I don't know the scale of Crystar figures. Honestly, I'm very confused on the scale of Inhumanoids too, but that's a whole other issue. Anyway, yeah. So, again, I'm really happy I got this. I mean, he looks cool. I love the details on him. I don't think I'd go too deep into more Crystar figures. I could be wrong, but again, the thing is, they're talking about raising the prices. So if they raise the prices, nah, I won't. But if they put out a few more at the current prices, I'll think about it. It'll depend on what else is going on. But currently, right now, I'm perfectly happy with this. I honestly wasn't even going to buy this. I mean, this was going to go fly by, and you know, I wasn't going to worry about it. And then just decided for my own, you know, I mean, I did like it. I liked the figure right off the bat. So then I decided, nah, let me take a look at it. And I like it. I like it a lot, actually. No, I actually like it a lot. So I'm kind of glad I bought it. It's just fun. And Dolly should be fun. As we keep saying, Dolly should be fun, and this is fun to me. So, there we are. There's Crystar, the Crystal Warrior. Alright. There's some void pieces in here. Look for them on... Whoops, light went out. Look for them on, you know, the resale places. But thank you so much for watching Infinite Realms. Don't forget to like and subscribe.